is spinning and we are live.
What it do? What it do? Y'all already know it's Monday. What's up, Jezebel?
What's up, Sixxcess? How are you?
Man, I am happy, ready for another session. You?
Good. Is it cold down there? Because it's freezing up here.
You see, it's hoodie season, and I got my hoodie on like it ain't nothing in the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got the heat on, but it's still a little chilly. You know, something about the South here. When it gets cold, it's really cold, and when it's hot, it's really hot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
woo.
How about the rain? Has it been raining down there?
Nah. I hit DC been getting hit. DMV been getting hit hard with it.
Yeah,
But
like a hurricane or something we had.
Yeah, we had the first night of it. I walked outside and my grill had flew into the neighbor's yard.
Oh wow. Wow.
Like, hey, anybody see the grill? Anybody see the grill?
Oh wow, yeah.
So you know how that go. Wife say, well, we are in the South now. We had a hurricane. Check around. In the neighbor's yard. There was my grill. Who thunk it? So what's going on this week? What you spoken on?
Actually, I had some Calabasas yesterday, but I smoked it.
Calabasas. You know what I miss? What I miss about the DMV?
What? All the weird things?
Strands.
Oh.
Atlanta does not have it. Atlanta is not up to date here when it comes to that. Okay. They don't care. I saw a friend of mine post a strand called Kobe OG.
Kobe OG.
Now, I don't think Kobe would have had an OG if he was alive. I think that he would have been more of a lotto or cookies man.
Okay.
You know, I don't think that he would have been an OG guy. I think that he would have probably made something more creative and more interesting. You know, something mixed with a Blue Dream, maybe a Mango Kush, something to give us really nice and hyper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't know. But then it's kind of tricky because at the end of Kobe's career, he probably was in a lot of pain after those games.
Yeah.
So an OG would have been perfect. So I'm conflicted. And I want to try it. I want to try the Kobe OG strand. And if there's anybody that's listening to my show right now that can get their hands on me and to me some of the Kobe OG strand, I would greatly appreciate it. And I will greatly figure out a way to pay you for that one because that seems like something that I need to try. You can't be a Kobe fan and not have the Kobe OG.
Have you tried the George Floyd?
You know what? I don't want to try the George Floyd. I was about to mention the George Floyd. I'm gonna stay away from that one only because the George Floyd strand seems to came at a wrong time. And then I heard it was called something like the I Can't Breathe OG or something like that. So yeah, I'm gonna pass only because I'm afraid that it's just gonna be some regular OG. They just threw his George Floyd name on it. Yeah. Now, I would be cool. I would like to see a Black Lives Matter strand. That would be very cool. You can mix that with some Black Diamond and Black Dahlia, and that would probably be a very good strand. Not Blackberry. If I find out Blackberry's in it, I told y'all like months ago how I feel. Blackberry is possibly the worst strand that I've ever had.
Blackberry?
Blackberry.
I never heard of Blackberry.
Yeah, and pray you never do. Pray.
Is that bad?
It's that bad.
Oh no.
And I will never, ever smoke that strand again.
Is that bad?
You know, like there's a couple of strands that have been that bad in my life, right? Like we had a strand called True OG that was very horrible.
True. Yeah, I heard of that.
Oh my God. And one of my friends said that when you smoke it, it just leaves you saying, true.
Yeah. But is it good or bad? Is that good?
It was bad. Bad. Like you think about like you probably rolling up the leaves in one session, you're gonna hit at least 4 or 5 of them And that's still if everybody else is rolling up their own J.
Oh,
That joint is kind of bad. It's kind of a high blower. But the Blackberry was one of those strands that, like, you got to be a certain type of smoker to enjoy Blackberry. And might I add, no disrespect to you guys that like to smoke Reggie, but that's the type of smoker you got to be. If you like Blackberry. No real life. I had Blackberry, and the one time I had it for like a month.
Right.
And I had it for a month because I couldn't get rid of it. No one wanted it. I couldn't smoke it. My lungs didn't want it. So
damn.
I don't even know what ended up happening with that tree there. So but tell me about this Calabasas. How is that?
Well, I don't even know if that's the real name, but what I do know is that it's very sparkly, like crystal like on the outside and on the inside when you break it open. It's kind of strong. It's strong to where like I like strong OG, so for me, like it's strong enough to where I'm like, oh, okay, that joint hit. Don't need a lot of funnel. Yeah, pretty much it's A-okay. No complaints right now. If I could just get some more, that would be great.
Did you find out if it's a if it's a indica or sativa?
I would say it's more of a sativa because of the couch high that it gives.
Yeah. Now, see, I didn't find the strand Calabasas on my handy dandy trusty site called Leafly.
Okay.
That's what I use to get all my. I say if it ain't on Leafly, it ain't.
That's what I said. So that's why I always say what they said it is. But me personally, I don't have the testing kit to test it on demand.
What's really cool is like females probably get all the craziest names that you can ever imagine.
Yeah.
Like. I got like I said, down here it's I only get two names now down here. Two names. London Pound Cake or Black Venom.
See, when I'm down there, I get more of the pink runts, white runts.
I ain't buying nobody's runts unless I get that junk from California. Because you know what I call runts that's on the streets? I call it fronts. It's very rarely real.
Okay.
It's very rarely real. So,
yeah, because I had the plug on the Obama runs, and I realized then when I was getting the prices that I was getting, I was like, because this shit used to be 75 a KD. Now it's like 55 a KD, and like really, I could talk you down to 45 because the high ain't what it used to be. Like when Obama first came out, that was my night. Like I smoked that shit before I went to sleep. Now I can smoke it and be up for hours.
Let me tell you something, right? The Obama strand, when that came out, I was pressed to get that one. Because it was an Obama strand and it stood up to the hype. Obama strand stood up to the hype. So like this week, right? I've been doing some social media diving, I should say.
Okay.
Hey, what's your favorite social media site?
Like what do you mean? Like Twitter or Instagram or like on those platforms?
Yeah, which one you be using the most now?
Instagram.
Man, I got in trouble for Instagram last week.
Why?
So
what you do?
I didn't know. Of course, I always like a lot of things on social media, right? Now, me personally, I'm one of those type of people that if it's on there and like if there's a lot of likes on it, I like it. What makes you like a picture on social media?
Okay. If I know you, like if I know you personally, I don't care what you post. If I see it, I'm gonna like it.
Okay. Supportive.
Two, if Like if I don't know you, but you're like if it's concerning music and it's something catchy, then yeah. I mean, if it's just a nice picture, I might like it. That's pretty much.
You know, like what's crazy is I get my inbox gets swarmed with so many videos and singles. Check out my single.
Yeah,
you get that more than
I get a lot of those. But if you're not following me, I don't be understanding why you sending me stuff.
Yeah, I don't even understand. Like, even if you are following me, I don't understand why you be sending me stuff. Like,
but see,
just post it.
No, but see, that's one thing because, for instance, you, or let's say not even you, let's say Rich, right? Let's say Rich put out something, right? I fuck with Rich. I wanna remember to like and repost, but I might not see I might not be on Instagram that day. So I would like for someone like him or anyone else like you or someone that I know to send me that stuff.
Right, because you've built a relationship with that person, though. So yeah, I get that part.
But if you random. Like if you random and you know I'm following you and I always like your stuff, but you never return a like or anything, but then you send me your music, I'm gonna be like, yeah, all right.
Right. So now, me personally, as an artist, I realized that is my mentality too. When I'm thinking as a person, as a fan of the social media site, right? I'm on it and I'm following you as an artist because I'm supporting you. But then it's like, you're never commenting on my stuff. You never leave me like on my story, and then you drop your song in my inbox, and I get furious. I'm like, well, who is this guy? Like, what is this person talking about, right? So now I say to myself, I don't want to be that guy. Right?
Yeah.
So of course now I use social media like, hey, what's up? Oh, that's fire. What's good? I'm liking everything, right? Because I know eventually I'm gonna be in your DM sending you messages about my music, right? It always circles full circle.
Right.
Well, I got in trouble because apparently I'm doing code too much on social media, liking the wrong things and making the wrong comments. So I didn't know that these things were perceived. It wasn't about my perception of wanting to be Sixxcess. It was about the perception of my wife's circle, right? And so I got in trouble for that, and I didn't understand it, you know. And she was like, you know, just imagine, you know, your friends coming to you, telling you, oh, he's liking this picture, or she's liking this picture and this picture, right?
But so they're right there. Okay, now are these artist pages? Because for me, let's say if I had a guy or my dude, well, my dude is an artist, but let's say we was married or whatever, and he's an artist and he's liking other artist pages, I might not trip as much. But if she's not an artist, a manager, a paint, if they're not doing nothing besides twerking to maybe a song, then
yeah,
I would have a serious problem. Now, if they're twerking in your music, I would still have a problem.
And I would have to comment on that, but I would have to be mindful of the comment. Right. I'm understanding of that. But
you don't.
I have just decided to stay off of Instagram. You know, I just because my Instagrams I ran by like my team and stuff like that, right? So I really don't even really like care too much about Instagram because to me Instagram is super fake.
Yeah,
super fake, right? So I've been on Facebook cutting up. What month? You were May or you were May, right? So
May 6th.
So of course I posted on my Facebook, who would you want to write your interview, and if you had to write a resume for this, if this person had to write a resume for you, would you get a job, right? I ended up having Monique Parker. I don't even know if that's a real damn name, but you know, Big Monique.
Okay, yeah.
May ended up having Michelle Obama. Ooh. And December got Jay-Z. The rest of the months was scattered around with a bunch of other crazy people. And I think Obama was on there maybe like October or something like that. I can't really quite remember it. But I had Monique.
Monique's not that bad.
She's blackballed.
Yeah.
That means I can do nothing. Nothing.
All right, but wait, you skated over this topic really, really fast, and I kind of want to take it back because I got in trouble for putting black hearts under people's pictures and stuff like that. So to me,
that's a simple comment that means nothing.
To you, right? To me, it means, black love, black power, right on black sister, right on black, I'm loving on my black person, whatever. That's what I do it to females, guys, whatever. But my dude was literally like, every time I go into somebody's page, I see a fucking black heart by you. I don't get no fucking black hearts.
That's not cool. That's not cool.
See how it makes me look? You're embarrassing me. I'm like, I even know.
Okay, but why don't you drop the black hearts on his page?
I do. He's just over exaggerating. He don't post like that. Like he's not. He don't be on social media like that. So, when I did post it, like it was a while ago, and then I be on other people's pages, and I had to literally stop putting black hearts under people's pages. Like
he doesn't get caught up. See, like my wife doesn't get caught up in my algorithms. Unless like she gets post heavy, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So like I know most of the times I'll go on to her page to see if she's posted because like we don't have conversations like she's posting or not posting, right? But I don't know if I'm on her algorithm or if people are just telling her what they see me do or say online, right? But me personally, I don't say anything that's like outlandish. I may drop a fire emoji here and there.
Yeah,
I do the strong arm one. I do strong.
I need to change to the strong arm.
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah, like sometimes but I'm like heavy though. I am like heavy because I understand I want my name seen in the thing. But I don't think there is any way that with social media is there a way that we can show our significant others that they're still important without feeling like they're being disrespected?
What do you mean? Hold on, I missed half of it. You cut out on half. So is there any way we can?
Is there any way on social media that we can show our significant others that, yeah, we're cool. This is all just promo?
I don't know. I think I don't know. It's all about See, I'm not really big on social media, and so like I don't understand the little things that I do and how it affects my mate, because I'm not really big on social media like that. Either I'm gonna put a black heart and I'm gonna keep it moving. So like to them, to whoever you're dating, they may not. I don't know. It may be more serious to them than it is to you.
See, me personally, I'm an over analyzer, right? So I've become one of those people that say, okay, who do you follow? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, if I know you follow, let's say for instance, Floyd Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? If I know you follow Floyd Mayweather, I know that you're into the boxing, high lifestyle, high fashion. You're into him having a lot of girls, posting girls twerking on his page, do whatever, right? If I know you follow a little Boosie, you're into you want to see ratchetness on your page or whatever the case may be. You're into that. So now it's all about I know who my wife follows and she knows who I follow. So it's obviously that you know what you're into. So if you see my name on something that you're obviously following, you don't like it too, or is it not a thing like that? I don't know how I don't know how it works because there's a thin line. There's a thin line, like a really thin line. But I always say, like, shoot, do as the stars do. You know what I'm saying? Like, when in Rome, I guess.
I mean, I'm a female and I'm like really weird. So like, I wouldn't want my guy like really liking over provocative stuff. But that's what guys is going to do anyway. But that's just, I don't know, that it's just get off of social media or don't follow. Like right now, my dude's not following me and I'm not following him. And
social media would be so boring. Like what if let's just paint the picture. All guys that were in a relationship only follow guys, and all girls only follow women, which still isn't really a fair trade-off. But let's just say, and most of the sites where most of the girls are twerking and doing half of the half naked stuff going wild are ran by men. Most of them are not even like women.
I don't know, cause like my dude was scrolling the other day, and I actually glanced over, and everything I seen was just
twerk.
And I was just like, you know what? At the same time, he a man. You know what I'm saying? I let a man be a man.
Nah, like, look, put it like that. I started
if you ain't DMing them, we good.
I started following. Let's just take a person like B Simone, right? Mm-hmm. We started following B Simone because she was doing comedy. She was funny, hilarious, blah blah blah. Now her page just turned totally around to like her half naked. You know what I'm saying? And look, Shaq the Music Man say we should just not follow each other on social media. Mm-hmm. My brother.
That's what I said.
My brother doesn't follow his wife, and she doesn't follow him. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know.
That's better though. That's better than.
Look, it's crazy because like. Why that's not better? Because that would make the look over the shoulder moment more awkward.
I guess
that would make the glance more awkward. Because at least if you follow a person and y'all page is pretty much following the same things because y'all like the same things, you know what I'm saying? Like you're following whatever, right? So if you're following each other, you pretty much can see what they're already doing, what they're liking, because it always gets filtered to you and shit like that, right? So the factor of wow and the factor of okay, I'm being sneaky or shocking or surprising goes out the window. But when you're not following each other, that kind of has like Pandora's box written all over it.
Okay, you're married, so this is something that I have. Like in a relationship, like once you get to that point where you're married, like there's no privacy at all, right?
None.
That's where I'm having a hard time getting over within my relationship is I'm used to having my own privacy. So to me, it's best that you don't follow me and I don't follow you.
But the thing about it is privacy can't be misconstrued as space. You know what I'm saying? Like we have our own space, but we don't have our own privacy. And I mean, like we have private moments. Like, I mean, yeah, we can go to the bathroom and close the door. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, but not like my phone, she knows my password. I know her password. My bank accounts, she knows how to get into them. I know how to get into her bank accounts. You know what I'm saying? Like, most of the time, both of our accounts are linked some way, somehow. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we transfer money way back and forth between each other anytime. Like, but the reason is for me personally, and everybody is not the same. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I be telling a lot of my friends, like, you cannot base your merge off of another person's merge. You know what I'm saying? Like, no two people's merge is going to be the same. It's like fingerprints. Everybody's joint is different. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, we're both safety driven, you know? So it's like, if something happened, we need to know how to like protect the house, protect the boat, to make sure it don't sink. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like there's been times when I got locked up and the only person who knew how to get into my phone was her to call, you know what I'm saying, to make some calls or do some things, you know what I'm saying, get me out of my fucking jail. So most of the time she had to go into the bank, do whatever, you know what I'm saying? So it's just how it is, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to be ass out. You don't want to leave nobody in the dark because you never know when you're going to need them. You know what I'm saying? And like, that's just the way.
My phone is my private place. Like, I don't think I'm ever going to get married. Like, why can't I have a private place? Like, what's
hilarious is your phone is your private place. Like, my wife is not going to just pick up my phone and go through it for inspection like Major Payne. You know what I'm saying? However, if her phone dies and she needs my phone, she shouldn't need to be around me to use it.
Right.
It shouldn't be an obstacle with it. You know what I'm saying? And I shouldn't every time she pick up the phone be like, you know what I'm saying? All in panic sweat mode. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, like, because there was a time when, you feel me? When it's like, no, you know what I'm saying? Phones like this, niggas like this with the phone, you know what I'm saying? And look, Shaq said he might not be getting, he thought look like he won't be getting murdered either. But no, like I used to be like this with my phone, you know what I'm saying? And she was the same way, you know. And it's a funny story. We both had razors, the little Sprint joints. This was back in the day. This is how long me and my wife been together. You know what I'm saying? 20 years. 20 years we've been together. But we had the razors, and we both had the same color and everything. So I pick up her phone, she picks up my phone. We're off to work 8 hours.
Damn. Wow.
Imagine, we didn't know this until phone calls started coming in and text messages on my phone and phone calls.
Oh, good thing you was on your P's and Q's and being a good man, huh?
Hey, now look, let's just say both of those razors got broken. You know we had to learn.
God.
We had to learn. You know what I'm saying? We've been together since we was teenagers. You know what I'm saying? We've been together since we was teenagers, so we had to learn. So
just a quick question, like as far as relationships goes, like, do you believe a man knows when he wants to be with a woman forever?
Yes.
Or is something
listen,
you grow into?
A man and a woman knows. It's really for real. And see, like I say, everyone is different. You know what I'm saying? Everyone is different. So don't go crucifying your man. But I kind of knew off like the break, you know? I knew off the break. I didn't know that I was like, all right, this gonna be my wife, like, because I wasn't really into that as a teenager. But I was like, nah, like, yeah, this gonna be my girl. Like, I gotta try to get her. You know what I'm saying? I spent maybe like, not sounding weird, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? I had to learn about her. You know what I'm saying? I had to figure out what classes she was in, what teachers, what times, where she was, when I could find the perfect time to talk to her. You know what I'm saying? And like it happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I was trying to figure out how to talk to her for months before I actually like mustered up the
courage.
Yeah, the courage, or even the time presented itself.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like once that happened, it was like, all right, bam, I'm gonna try to figure out how to like not lose her. You know what I'm saying? Because like, I mean, me personally, I had a lot of girlfriends, but none of them really was like, handpicked. None of them I really picked for myself. It was all just like situational situations. You know what I'm saying? Like, my baby mother could fight, so I was always fighting, and she was always with me, and it just happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't nothing really sparks. It wasn't no sparks there. You know what I'm saying? No magic. You know what I'm saying? My first girlfriend went to my church. You know what I'm saying? My other girlfriend was in my class, and she told me she liked me, and it was cool. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't a pursuer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've always been a more motivated to gain person. Like in school, it was always NFL. From when I was 5, I was working on going to the NFL. You know what I'm saying? And then, of course, my son was being born, so that changed all of those plans. Well, I still wanted to go to the NFL, but I tried to go through the military as a different route. So yeah, when I met my wife, you know what I'm saying? When I first seen her, first time I seen her, I didn't even know how to speak to a girl. I spent the whole time making jokes, you know what I'm saying? And just trying to be funny. And she laughed, you know? And I was like, cool, cool. You know what I'm saying? I still didn't talk to her then. You know? So yeah, it just happens.
We're one day away from
the election. I'm not voting. I'm not voting.
You still not voting?
I'm not voting. I still am not. Like, to me, voting is like, I used to ask my father, who's a diehard Redskin fan, right?
Uh-huh.
Every Super Bowl, I would say to my father, "Who do you want to win, Dad?" And you know what he would say?
Cowboys. That's what mine said.
Nah, the Cowboys wasn't in it. Cowboys ain't been in it since '96. But
Oh
what
shit.
with my it's been a long time.
Wow.
Don't worry about that. But Redskins have been in since like 92, 91. But my father would always say, I don't have a dog in this fight. I just want a good game and I'm ready for next season.
Okay.
So that's how I feel about this presidential election. To me, what are our options? We have I guess everyone's calling him a public racist, but I don't call him that. But I'm just going based on what the public is saying. We have a public racist or a closet racist. You know, at the end of the day, it's a lesser evil. You know,
Right.
I watch ads, and the ads are the most scariest things that make you look at a person like, what in the hell are we voting on? I seen an ad with Joe Biden with some shades on, walking like he cool, and he like 80. You know what I'm saying? He throwing some old aviators and thought that was gonna sell it. He was trying to sell it. But then I seen another ad that showed him talking in I guess a Congress hall years ago. You know what I'm saying? Years ago.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, we have a person who we have never caught real live, like openly disrespecting us. You know what I'm saying? But then we have a person who openly has disrespected us, who has a record of locking us up, incarcerating us, taking away our rights. And yet we're so happy to go backwards, to take away everything that we were fighting to get right now. You know what I'm saying? Like the COVID-19 happened, and that's the only reason that we had a crash in the economical system of how things were going. And even through that, I don't praise Trump or this administration, but even through that, the government has found a way to still have people, nobody's furniture's on the curb. I don't see people talking about my lights are off. How can I get them back on? They gave everybody ample food. They were giving people that didn't even have kids food stamps. They were giving, even if you had a job, you know what I'm saying? But yet you have a person who was saying this was too much. We shouldn't have gotten this, and we don't deserve this. And they want to send everybody back into the world as if COVID never happened. You know, and this is what we all want, because we don't want a celebrity in the White House. And as a celebrity myself, I'm offended.
I don't know. A lot of people are just distraught about the different policies and such. Same thing I told my best friend earlier. I believe that their power is stronger than the face of the president that controls what's really going on.
Yes.
So no matter who's there, they have to follow rules. It's a job.
Exactly.
You have to do what you're told. And I told her that Trump, I don't think Trump thought he was going to get the job, right? They probably told him, oh, this is just a trial, you know, and then he got in there. He's not the typical politician. He's not following the rules. Like real life, you didn't get him in there and be like, do this and do that. And that's why it's such an uproar right now. I think, in my opinion, I think he's just like, nah,
let me put another spin on it though for you though, Jezebel. I think Trump knew he was going to be the president when Obama did his first term.
Why you say that?
I mean, he went on a whole bash the president campaign, and that pretty much turned him in. That pretty much started letting everybody see that Trump is caring about politics now. It's no longer the apprentice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because when we all saw Obama win, we all heard the reports the night before he won that he had gotten the big endorsement from the banks. You know? So now in a person's mind who already don't want this person to be president, and they see that now he's pretty much bought his way into presidency. The man with the most money wins. In his mind, he said, oh, I got more money than him. I'm gonna be the next president. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, I think he knew beforehand, because at the end of the day, they could have had Biden run 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Instead of Hillary.
Did he run though? He didn't run? I guess he didn't run in a Democratic.
Hillary was the
candidate.
It
was Bernie Sanders, Hillary.
Yeah, it was Bernie Sanders, Hillary, and some Cruz and somebody else. You know, a bunch of people that were weird looking. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's like, come on, man. We listen. Yeah. No one, like we said, television, movies are the biggest predictors of what's happening now. And it seems like if we want to know how our future is going to look at some movies. Skim through television. You know what I'm saying? Skim through the shows that's really lasting for 6 years, and you're like, okay, they don't have anything else to talk about, and they dropping knowledge. You know what I'm saying? A little slips that you don't think about. But that's what's happening nowadays. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at this presidency candidacy, and I'm like, okay, so we already know. If they tell me, I don't care who the president is, you know what I'm saying? If they tell me weed is now illegal, back illegal, we're gonna still smoke weed illegally now. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they tell me
no more health care, no more standard Medicaid, or no more government assistance.
If they say these things, then we're going to have to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to.
What about the old people that can't figure it out, and the handicapped people, and the mentally ill people?
Listen, like, that is, for one, that the world is set up to where no one will go without. It's all about doing what you know and reaching out to people. You know what I'm saying? We're living in a world where secrets are no longer. If you're poor, and if you're hungry, and if you don't have, it's because you're not sharing. You know what I'm saying? Because now we're in a world where you can get on Facebook and say, I haven't had food for days, nothing to eat. And someone will say, oh, our church has food. You know what I'm saying?
Where you set up your GoFundMe and everything.
The GoFundMe and everything. So we're in the world right now, the best time of live, that there are no secrets. If you share, and if you be sociable with people, you finding out more and more that people are here to help you, because that's the only thing that has ever mattered in this world anyway. There's always going to be a group of people that hate and a group of people that love, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? So now that we're in an open world, open society where everything is pulled off, hang with your people. Find the people that if you want to be a lover, you know what I'm saying, you go on the love side. If you want to be a hater, you go on the hate side. And the beauty of today, no one judges you. There's millions and billions of people on each side that you can be good. So whoever wins this race, I don't care. You know, like, what I want to see though is people step up and own up to their stuff. Do you think any one of these candidates are going to stop police brutality?
No. What I do, I'm kind of torn between the two. Honestly, I don't want to vote for neither one, and that leaves me
vote for Kanye.
I don't want to vote for him either. Like, I vote for Trump before I vote for Kanye.
Same difference.
But it's like right now, I don't, like you said, I don't really have a dog in it. It's like either way, it's kind of like, okay, like you said, all right, now I won't be able to get free Medicaid, but then I can go and get a job and have health care. You know what I'm saying? If the jobs are available. And right now there are no jobs available. So it's like, I don't know. And then I don't believe that the president runs the country either. So
but the sad thing is, as Black people,
Mm-hmm.
and I know a lot of people want to throw stones at me, right? Because they do all the time. But this is what I'm at. This is where I'm at with it. If we don't understand this one thing and one thing only, as long as if there are white people that need the assistance, it will never get cut off. We will never go to a world again where it's whites only, colors only. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We will never go back to that world. And as long as you seek the knowledge to go get it, it's going to always be accessible, because as long as white people need assistance, they're going to always offer it.
And there's more white people on public assistance and welfare than Black people.
Yes. And they get way more.
This is what Black people don't know.
And they get way more, you know. But a lot of people don't want to pay attention to the facts of that. You know, we're more susceptible to focusing on the things that are just our problems.
Yeah.
You know, and that's where we get confused at. You know what I'm saying? It's like if I don't have shoes to wear, I automatically want to assume no one has shoes to wear. You know, instead of understanding, I don't want to take the time to understand how they got shoes. I just want to focus on no one has shoes. There's no shoes out here. There's nothing to do. You know,
I was laughing because you you reminded me a little what Lil Wayne said the other day. Did you see the little clip of Lil Wayne?
I did.
That shit had me dying laughing.
Listen, all right, look, you know, this is a truth moment right here. When I saw the thumbnail of Lil Wayne's sweater that he was wearing, I said, fuck that. I'm not watching this shit. What the fuck was he wearing? You can't wear that. You can't wear no outfit like that when you're a multi-millionaire and you're going to meet the president. And that joke was like a straight ass monkey suit. You know what I'm saying? All he was missing was a little ass hat. And I mean like a little hat that's just sitting on the crown of his head so he can just run around. He looked stupid with that outfit on. So due to that outfit, I didn't click the thumbnail. But you did watch the video?
No, I watched the clip of Roland, what's his name, calling Lil Wayne an asshole. So basically, it just shows where the lady asked him, what do you think about Black Lives Matter? And she asked him some other questions, and he pretty much went off. I don't know if this is an old interview or something like this. This might have been an old interview that they pulled back up. But she was like, what do you think about Black Lives Matter? And he was like, what? What is that? What do you? And this shit.
Okay, I do remember that. And he was saying something along the lines of he doesn't believe racism still exists because he's never dealt with it and things like that.
He don't give a fuck about shit that doesn't affect him.
Yeah, and that's how they feel. But the reality of it is, look, like let's just on that topic there. That goes to show you that the gap and the great divide. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because where this dude says he doesn't know racism, well, he probably wouldn't, because in Louisiana, there were black cops fucking them up. And he's grateful to the one white cop that he probably ever met in Louisiana that saved his life when he was a kid. Mm-hmm. You know, from then, he's probably been sheltered by Birdman, who understands the game. You know what I'm saying? So what is race? What would be racism to someone whose fans are white, who's embraced in the skateboard community and things of that? You know what I'm saying? To ask him that question was crazy already. What does he think about Black Lives Matter? This is the same person. We're talking about Lil Wayne. This is the same person who doesn't know his lyrics for a video shoot until he gets to the video shoot.
What do you mean?
Lil Wayne said in his interview that he doesn't listen to his songs that he record until he's going to shoot the video.
So he goes in there, records, and then that's it.
And then he gets the song told what song he's going to shoot for the video. And then he plays it while he's on the way to the video shoot. And they spend hours and hours in the videos because he doesn't know the words to the songs. So he doesn't even care
Okay. All right. He doesn't even care enough about
he doesn't even care
himself.
about his own shit he got going on. He just everything is catered to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, no, he doesn't understand Black Lives Matter. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But you know what? A lot of people say Black Lives Matter is not really for Black people. It's like a movement started by I don't know.
People?
White people started this movement to play on Black people's emotions and stuff like that.
What's crazy is I don't believe that no white person created that. I don't believe a white person created anything.
And so she's a is she a lesbian? A white lesbian, I think.
She heard it. She heard it from somewhere. She heard it from some Black person.
I don't know. That's what I heard. I don't know. I need to do my research, but I don't know. Black Lives Matter.
A white lady probably did crown it. She probably did coin the phrase. You know what I'm saying? She probably ran and did the paperwork first to trademark it and do whatever, right? Because that's what white people do.
Right.
But I don't think that she created it. White people ain't created anything. Mm-hmm. They hear it and they run with it.
Yeah.
There was a white man that went and created and went to the place of patents and put down and patent a bunch of ideas that he had no intentions on ever creating. Only because he knew someone would eventually make them.
That's smart. That's some shit I would do. Like real live, go and patent and trademark some shit. For real. I don't care how long it takes me to use this idea. When I get ready to.
There was a fat white guy that said, I don't know, I wanted to be in the music business. I wanted to do rock. But I knew that I had not a musical bone in my body. So I bought a publishing company. And I started hiring artists to do my music for me. He gets paid all of the money. And they just dancing like happy rappers and stuff. Because white people don't think to create. They think, how can I get it done? And they research it. And they find out. I don't have to do it. I can get somebody else to do it. Mm-hmm. So I don't believe no white person made Black Lives Matter up. You know? And for the simple fact, for real, me, the Black Lives Matter movement, it shouldn't be a one-sided movement. And that's my only flaw with it. That's why I don't really post
What do you mean it shouldn't be a one-sided movement?
Well, the thing about it is we yell Black Lives Matter against police brutality. Mm-hmm. You know? But there's a lot of things where we show in our own communities where our lives don't matter.
Are you speaking of which the crime and murder rates amongst Black on Black people is?
That's a major one. That's a major one. You know what I'm saying? But we as Blacks don't support Blacks. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. But there's a lot of us that do. And
but the thing is, like, see that, like, of course, we can't talk. We're not talking about if we use the word "there are none" in today, in this time now, or in this texture, we can't be literally speaking of everyone, but we're speaking of the masses. Uh-huh. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and that's why most of us have to hire outside of our race to get popping. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just sad because you can hire one of your homeboys or one of your homegirls to work for you. You know what I'm saying? And to do to be, let's just say, your assistant. Uh-huh. And they will give you hell if you don't want to use your platform to bring them to where you are. Uh-huh. They don't want to be under you. They want to be where you are. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But then you find someone else of total different, you know what I'm saying, culture, who's ready and willing and who's devoted their life to just helping people get up. You know? And it's like a Black person, you say, you know, you should be like my assistant or be my manager or be my secretary or, you know what I'm saying, something like that.
They're like, I don't want to be your dad. I ain't your damn secretary.
What? But you tell one of your white friends.
You're popped up.
Like you tell one of your white friends, like, hey, bro, hey, be my manager, be my assistant, be my secretary. Help me out with this. I got you, bro. No problem, bro. Whatever you need, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, and like me, whenever I speak, I don't speak from a realm of this is what I see. I speak from a realm of my own experiences. You know what I'm saying? Like, my closest encounter with a person white was my general manager at my job, Shadowlane. Up until that point, I hadn't had really any encounters with white people.
Okay.
You know, so barring the few jobs that I got fired from.
Was that midway through your life, or was that in the early stages of your life?
No, that was actually me as a grown man, like having to restructure my whole mentality on white people.
Yeah.
You know, because always my mentality towards white people were, A, they either corn, B, they definitely ain't got nothing in common with us, C, they don't even give a damn about us. You know what I'm saying? So it's blacks against whites, right? So then I get a manager. Well, actually, yeah, I get a manager and the GM, she's white. You know, shout out Heather. It took me not even 5 minutes in my first interview to realize that this is not like, she's definitely not like the white people that I've heard about.
Yeah.
Then it took me on my first day to find out, oh, this is hip. You know what I'm saying? Like she's hip. You feel me? And like the thing about it was, I started to like, okay, open up more. I started to have more white friends and stuff like that. And the crazy thing that I started to realize was I would start to get on Instagram, social media, Facebook, and things like that. And they were all sharing my stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like all of them. And they were not Wes, but Wes is my guitarist, but somebody just texted me, you talk about Wes. But they all became my like really good friends. You know what I'm saying? I found myself riding out to like Manassas and shit like that and Woodbridge and Virginia. You know what I'm saying? I'm hanging in Virginia and shit. like I lost. No, for real. Like, you
crossed the bridge.
I crossed the bridge. I was over that motherfucker, like hanging, like sitting there cooling, smoking, chilling, listening to new music. And they was like my biggest supporters. They actually encouraged me to get back into dropping music. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, and because you know, like at that point, it was just like whatever. It was just whatever. You know what I'm saying? But they was like, no, bro, do it, drop it. We're sharing everywhere. So I'm like, oh man. You know what I'm saying? Then I met my lead guitarist, you know what I'm saying? And then he was white. So I started to change the way I was looking at people. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, it's not they are racist people, but it's not a race problem that everybody deals with. You know what I'm saying? I had never, well, I'm not going to say never. I've had one racist incident in my life. And I was in the 8th grade. And it was my school bus driver called the whole bus full of black kids a bunch of coons. Man, them kids on that bus whooped his ass. No, look. He pulled over in the Bank of America parking lot because they was whooping his ass so bad. He called the police, right? Now, me and my twin brother, mind you, this is like our first time ever experiencing something like this, right? So we looking at them beat the bus driver ass, and we like, what'd he do? What'd he say? What'd he do? The police came, and he was like, these black kids, these niggas jumped me, and shit like that, right? And the police officer got on the bus and was like, yeah, we gonna be pressing charges on all of y'all. One of the kids stood up, and he yelled, fuck him! He called us a bunch of fucking coons! The police officer said, hold on 1 second. Got off the bus, asked the bus driver, did you call him a bunch of coons? He said, yeah, they were jumping and loud on the bus. And he handcuffed the bus driver and called somebody else to come get the bus. I said, yo, what happened? What just happened? You know, they was like, bro, he called us coons, bro. I said, what does that mean? Like, what? You know what I'm saying? That's how lost I was to it. And I'm already 13, 14 years old. And that was the only time that I've ever dealt with that in my life like that.
See.
So, obviously, they had dealt with it a lot because they whooped his ass. You know?
As far as when it comes to racist situations, I think I've experienced racism more from Latinos, Ethiopians, Nigerians, and Asians. And I'm not even gonna say all Asians. Let me get specific. Chinese, and that's pretty much it. More so than white people.
Chinese people are the worst. Chinese people. Oh, and the ones that work in the stores, the Ethiopians. That's you say.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I mean, you would think that they were Caucasian.
They have a damn magnet on you when you walk into their stores.
Like,
Chinese people are the number one, to me, the number one racist people. Like honestly, I think that even you have to make friends with them, or your Chinese food is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, and honestly, like they hold all they have the Chinese food, most of the beauty supply stores.
Filipinos.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, these are all like black businesses. You know what I'm saying? Like they ran by Chinese people. These are where black support comes from, and they don't trust us for shit.
Nope.
The Chinese people around my old neighborhood would not even get out the car.
What you mean they wouldn't get out the car? Oh, would they deliver your food? Oh, where the hell did you live at?
I lived in a house. They were like, four outside. They call you when they coming around the corner. They want you standing on the corner waiting. Full outside.
They don't play.
Man, look, I was the pizza man didn't even deliver. You know, and all the roll-up stores got bulletproof glass.
Yeah. Where you stay at? Southeast?
No, I stayed in Forestville, which is another version of Southeast.
Yeah, Forestville, Capitol Heights, kinda. I'm learning. Like,
listen, when Capitol Heights,
College Park.
College Park, y'all roll-up stores got bulletproof glass too. All the Ethiopians put that bulletproof glass between them roll-ups. Yeah. It's like somebody told them niggas steal roll-ups. What the hell? You know, so like honestly, like niggas do not steal roll-ups. We want a fresh one. We're not gonna steal a box. Because we know we have to come back there and get more roll-ups. We're not gonna steal a box of roll-ups and shut down the whole roll-up operation for everybody. Ethiopians or wherever y'all come from, y'all gotta stop that. Stop calling us buddy and friend and locking us out, man. We want to make sure we got fresh roll-ups. We can't even touch them. All they allow you to touch is the candy.
Yeah, they was growing up. They was the meanest to me, and Spanish people, like now recently, Spanish people be mean as shit to me. I'm like, all this shit y'all going through, and you want to be mean to me?
I've met like honestly, like it's crazy because that was just 2017 that I started making white friends. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, 8 years.
That's just 2017.
Yeah.
And I feel like, damn. You know what I'm saying? And what got me wanting white friends, I did a show in Louisiana.
Okay.
And when I walked in, first of all the white people were so nice. I mean, free drinks. They was like, you need anything? You got everything? You know what I'm saying? They really treated me like a star. I had 3 shows there, right? And it was probably 3 black people. 3 black people, maybe 4 throughout the whole show. All the rest were white in like some little barn joint, you know? And I didn't know. I left there telling my friends, I said, I need white friends.
Mm-hmm.
These people were cool. They were like, this is Louisiana in the sticks, like Fort Polk, Louisiana, Baton Rouge, like where near LSU.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? LSU. So yeah, you know, ain't no black people down there partying. And they was enjoying the rap music, you know, and enjoying the rap music. So I mean, like, I came home and I said I need white friends. And in 2017, shout out to Heather, you know, she became my first real white friend, you know, and then Tim and then Donovan and, you know, and then Cassidy. And it was like, wow, I'm really being embraced by this community, you know. And they were all different. You know, you had your techie, you know what I'm saying? You had your stoner, you know what I'm saying? You had your rocker, you know what I'm saying? They were all different, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn. White people are fucking cool. They like, you're not gonna find. I don't think there's like a one white person that has all of these traits. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like all cool. I think they all like have a piece, maybe something like that. But
what is it? I want to know because I share that same experience. I just haven't got to where you're at yet. Not that I think I just haven't been in certain areas where I can mingle with other ethnicities or whatever.
Right.
But I'm starting to ask a question. What is it about the DMV that is like I don't know what your experience was, but it's like that. Why is it? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it a stigma that we're supposed to like keep one good eye open? Like, you know?
Nah, listen, because we gotta remember, DMV is a place of history, and because it's a melting pot of people, history is never going to be forgotten in the DMV. You know what I'm saying? So even when you try to get too close to white people, they always gonna remind you of what they did to the Indians. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit really happened. Right. They're like, man, don't let them niggas, because they'll buy your building and tell you you can't afford it. Right. They'll be your friend. They'll be like, we'll give you some time, but you know, those are the new prices. That's the way it is. You know what I'm saying? They sticklers for the rules. You know what I'm saying? So no, like that's why in the DMV we used to the music being loud until we ready to turn it down. So you ain't about to have no white person like, hey, I'm trying to sleep. I got my baby down here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you definitely know who's calling the police. Yeah. Ain't no I have listen, unless it's Miss O Ethel James or Miss O or Mr. Earl, you know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, we know who called the police in the neighborhood. Yeah. We know. I definitely need to, I don't know, expand my horizons. Nyla said I should go to. Let me ask you a question, right? Because while we're on the subject, do you watch a show called Lovecraft Country? Oh my God, Young. Watch the show. I'm gonna give you one thing that made me really like fuck with this show. The girl got a potion that made her live her life as a white woman. She went from not being able to get the job that she wanted to not only getting the job, but becoming the manager of the job. Oh, wow. What is it on? Netflix or? Yeah, I don't know. Do you got Fire Stick? Yeah, I got Fire Stick. Yeah, search it up on the Fire Stick, man. It might be on, I think it's on like HBO or something like that. But great show. You know what I'm saying? It's about black magic. And I've been watching, it's been a lot of stuff coming out lately about black people and our abilities to use powers and do powers and spells and witchcraft, right? Wait a minute. Yes. Hold on, slow your roll now. Look, though, let me tell you what's crazy. I've been calling these people crazy too. You know what I'm saying? I'm not crazy. I've been like blown. My mind's been blown. But the way that TV words things, they have a way of making you. It's on HBO Max. That's what it's on. But the way TV words things, they have a way of making you think you're the crazy one. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, hold on, wait, am I racist or are they racist? Wait, what's happening? But they were saying that Black people pretty much were taught witchcraft is of the devil so that we don't use it. Because that's our power against, the world and shit like that, right?
Oh, that's what they say, huh?
That's what they say. So I ain't gonna lie to you. When I started watching these shows, I watched another movie called Spell. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And these things got me thinking about it. Like, I want to try some magic. So I'm thinking I'm gonna try to do some magical stuff. I just don't know when. You know what I'm saying? I don't know when.
Just make sure that it's pure-hearted and it's good magic, because any bad magic that you do comes back to
They had one spell where they was invincible. Where the woman was invincible.
Where? Not in real life.
That's the thing. Like,
what life were they living? Was she alive?
If every movie or TV show started off based on a true story, would you believe it?
I still don't. Like, these events are based on a true story.
Right.
Okay.
But the whole premises of the show is based on what you were saying, like how you say, like, it's different, like the world of how we look at white people, you know what I'm saying? Is different. And the way that when she got to walk into those different shoes, it kind of was like a real light on it. Like, damn, like even Black people look at even white people look at white people different. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have a different, they have their own certain racism.
There's levels to the shit.
Yeah, exactly. But like us as Black people, like, we just look at all of them like, nah, all white people got some type of shit. Right?
But that's how they look at us too, though.
Yes, but that's because what I'm saying is because Lovecraft Country said they understand. If white people get the knowledge at the point when they're born, let's just say that behind the door there's a white father teaching his white son, look, this is what we have to do. Don't ever let them know they have power. Don't you ever praise them. Don't you ever tell them that you know these things, because if they find out, then it's over. So this is how you do it. You give them a little. You give them crumbs. And you make them feel important. But don't you ever make them bigger than you. And that's how he's raised. Now he's grown and he has that mentality. You're not bigger than me. I'm going to give you crumbs. And that's just the system. You know? Because they're never going to let out the magic. Let out the power.
And it's Lovecraft what?
Lovecraft Country. It was a good watch. Once you get into it, the episodes are like an hour long. I think it's about 9 episodes. But it was worth every bit of my 9 hours that I spent. You ain't got to do a whole 9-hour day like a job. But, definitely binge on it. Definitely binge on it.
I will. I'm going to get into... Ooh, Michael K. Williams is in there.
Don't know. Oh, yeah. You talking about
Omar.
Tick.
Omar from The Wire.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The gay dude.
He's not gay.
I heard he gay in real life.
No, I ain't hear that.
Hey, I don't bash him. But before we go, I do have to tell y'all something, y'all. I've been hearing the Huff is going crazy up there. And this time, it has hit an area that I didn't think it would hit.
Where? Hold up. Can I guess? Hold on.
Take a guess.
I'm just going to take one guess. Who's supposed to have the fire? Is it the toga?
Nope.
Where?
Fort Washington.
Oh, I mean, who buys weed from out there anyway?
Fort Washington is the home of rapper weed. If you want to get some good gelato, well, let me say this: it was before I left. I did get a report.
What good is that gonna do us now?
I've been getting this in for weeks now. I've been getting word in for weeks now, and I've been asking highly in the area, and I have been getting bad reports. But Fort Washington. What happened? Where's the runs? Where's the cookies? Where's the gelato? Where's the money bag? Come on now. I'm hearing that it's all huff, 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 huff. Now, I do know Bird Farms recently got shut down, and they gave a lot of those guys money. And I know they all moving out to Waldorf and some little parts of Fort Washington. But don't bring the dirty weed from Staten Road and Bird Farms to Fort Washington. So, you guys know who you are. My guys in Fort Washington, I hope that you're watching. Go and claim your streets back. They need you. The streets need you. They used to me calling and they used to asking me who's around there, but you guys get back on your JOB because the street needs you. All right, Fort Washington, you're on notice. So, what you got going on this week?
How do you feel about battles?
Hey, I'm interested in seeing some battles, but I don't be wanting to really. They got to be really good, and a lot of the people that battle are not really that good. But I do know a couple of good battle rappers that's been sending me their video. Shout out to my man Tweety. Shout out to my man Mr. Lee. You know, and shout out to J Sick with it. They've been doing some pretty good stuff. But you gonna put together a battle?
No, I just was thinking, like, I don't know if they, you know, a lot of people, you know, aren't really into on the spot rapping. Like,
a lot of people can't on the spot rap. No, listen.
Why you making it so like
on the spot rapping is about living? You know what I'm saying? So a person that's like go outside every day and stand in the corner with his friends and smoke a blunt and go back home into his mom's house. About that. I'm sorry about that, but am I back?
Yeah. You said a person that goes outside smoking weed and go in the house.
Yeah, he's not going to be the best on the spot rapper because all he's going to talk about is him going outside, smoking a blunt, and things that he wish he can do. You know what I'm saying? And that's why that gets shut down. You know what I'm saying? Like if your vocabulary, if your lifespan isn't where you can go out and venture out and meet and do things and experience life, you ain't got nothing to on the spot rap about. You know what I'm saying? Now, a lot of people that are in a struggle or like in that lifestyle where you just going out every day smoking and you feeling, you know what I'm saying? Like that, they're some of the best rappers because they're going through something. You know what I'm saying? But that generally may not mean that they make a good song either.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they may not have a good, but yeah, so that's where I come in with that, you know? Like battle rappers be saying the same thing. I mean, I hate when it's all day like, I'll shoot you in the face, put you in the trunk, where you wet, stuck in you know, like whatever. Like,
hey, I mean, some people can actually like go on and on and on. Like, yeah, I grew up like this and that. That's why I'm not gonna let you play with. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can make it about them, then throw in a line to come. Oh no.
Yeah, no, like, and that's right. Like a battle rapper that has traveled, a battle rapper that has like really like got out in the streets and moved around and stuff like that. He's gonna be a top dog. You know what I'm saying? Because he has endless content to pull from. You know what I'm saying? Like I know battle rappers that don't do anything but sit there and play video games, and then they try to battle rap. And then they end up sounding stupid because they saying a whole bunch of like video game stuff. Like you looking like Mario, where's Luigi? You know what I'm saying? All dumb shit. So no, like you gotta get out there. You know what I'm saying?
No, I would love to see a new battle. I would love to see a nice battle. Only thing I got going on this weekend is Fridays. We definitely got 2 guests coming in. Hopefully we'll get a nice little session started. We trying to start a cypher. He wants me to start freestyling. I'm like,
I see you freestyling on your IG from time to time.
No. No, I'm just gonna, I don't know. I'm just gonna stay in my lane.
Yeah. All right. So who's the guest? Who's the guest coming in Friday?
We got Splizzard and Bull Bruce from Philadelphia. So
Splizzard and Bull Bruce. I've heard of Splizzard.
Mm-hmm.
Bull Bruce is a interesting one. That's a battle rap. That's that's happening.
No, it's actually two separate. It's two separate interviews, and then we always like to get them to freestyle at the end. If they're open to doing a cipher merge, which I'm hoping, that would be nice as well. Because I'm trying to get it like Fridays is supposed to be like 3 artists with us, and they just going around, we talking at first, and then they just rapping and just having a good time. So
Facts. That's dope.
We just trying to get more people on the roster.
All right. Well, you already know. So
you good at freestyling?
I'm gonna see some artists. Who that said they're good at freestyling?
My homegirl Naila. She said she's good at freestyling. Well, come on.
We gotta see that now. Look, hey, tell her anytime that you put up there that you good at it, it has to happen.
She probably meant Yeah. But no, that's pretty much all I got going on. I don't know, Rent.
Well, it's International Month, so all you artists that's been getting your international streams and your international plays, check your pay counts. You'll be getting paid soon, probably around the 9th, 15th, or even the 18th. But check your accounts. Hey, and next week we're gonna talk about some publishing stuff.
Publishing.
A lot of artists out there asking me. I mean, a lot of people asking me, "What's publishing and how does that work?" So, yeah, we're gonna talk about some publishing. And this week I'm gonna be doing I'm learning a lot about marketing and a lot about promoing and strategies. So this week I'm gonna be, getting ready to drop a new single, as we all know. So yeah, that's about it. But I'm gonna be selecting a single. I'm debating right now if I'm gonna do a live to help me.
I thought you said that last week. I thought you.
I still haven't done it yet.
I know.
I'm debating that. That's still in the air because I have 3. It's down to 3 songs. We're trying to figure out which one of them is going to be the next single. We may do a live to help people help me pick that single.
That would be nice because input. Your audience like to be included. All right. So next week, publishing. Waiting for this. Are we waiting for the live to do you have a specific day?
I don't have a day. It's gonna be before the 17th though.
Okay.
Maybe I'll put one of the singles next weekend. You guys will give me some thumbs up and tell me what you think.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, just keep us posted.
All right. That's another Monday. And
definitely.
I know it's another session. I know them J's is at this time all went out. Y'all should be flicking those ashes and putting those roaches away. Saving them maybe. And tell us if those strands you smoked today was good or not. And I'll see y'all next Monday.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Sixxcess. This was fun. I'm about to eat some spaghetti and finish smoking my J. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, blind ass.